Hi, welcome back to the channel. So this is just a little mini video. I just thought it'd be cool to go through the loose figures that I've got on display in the I don't know what you call it. I've always called it the games room, but it's actually sort of a games and turtle room now. So um, anyone that's been following my building a TMNT collection video series will know that I've been buying over the course of the last year or so um, a variety of TMNT figures. Quite a lot of them are mint on card or sealed, but I do also have a nice selection of loose figures which I did like to display. Some of these I have the cases for and boxes for, and I've just decided to put them out, and one or two, or some of them are ones that I've bought loose anyway. So let's have a little look through them, shall we? So we're starting off in this corner here, and these four figures are the TMNT sort of WWE Crossovers, the first series. There is a second series of these with four new ones in them, but to be honest, I'm not as keen on the characters, both the actual wrestlers they're based on and the sort of the way in which they've been done. So this four, you can probably guess from looking at them, that basically you've got the Undertaker, and I have to say I think that is a really cool figure. Donatello being my favourite, and the Undertaker being one of my favourite wrestlers of all time. You've got Raphael here, and obviously he's set up to be the Sting. You've got at the back down here, you've got, this is Leonardo. Let's just pull Raph out of the way. So Leonardo is John Cena. You can see on his cap. Well, you can't see it, can you? Obviously. And then at the back here, let's just pop him out of the way. We've got Mikey as the Macho Man. Probably my least favourite of this little bunch. I think all the other three really do look just like their counterparts, but obviously the Macho Man didn't really have such a lot of I suppose from in general, other than his sunglasses, which this does come with sunglasses, not this figure here, but I've got it boxed, and you do get the Macho Man sunglasses. But yeah, that's still cool. All these are cool. I think the second run, I think you got there's the Ultimate Warrior, which was the Donatello one, which I would like to get. That looks pretty cool. I think you've got one of them is the Rock. I think one's Rowdy Roddy Piper, and one other one that I can't think of now. But the one I'd really like to get would be the Ultimate Warrior one with Donatello. I like the Rock as a character, but I don't think the figure looks particularly cool. So it would be probably, that would be the only one I'd be really bothered about getting. So then we've got, these are the Playmates larger figures based on the 87, 88 onwards cartoon series. Now I do have some NECA figures which aren't actually displayed at the minute. They are in the boxes still. I would like to display them, but I just need to make more space to do it, really. The NECA ones do look closer to the figures, but I've got to say, these guys, for the cost, because they're obviously considerably cheaper than the NECA equivalent, these are really good. You've got Mikey with actual chains on his nunchucks. They've got loads of different, I think there's 20-30 different articulations, and they do look really good. They do look pretty close to the cartoon figures, I've got to say. You've got Mikey, you've got Raph at the back, looking a bit angry. And then you've got Leo, and behind him Donatello. Really good figures. And then similar sort of size, you've got the this is my original 1990 movie collection. These are all genuine NECA figures. I know there's quite a few of these that are knocked off and that. In fact, I have had some of them myself, but these ones are, yeah, all originals. And these do look absolutely fantastic, I've got to say. I mean, each turtle looks just like they do in the film. You've got Splinter as well, and at the back you've got Shredder, Foot Soldier, and a really cool Casey Jones. And this is the ultimate one, which you can see. There is one with a different head, so you can swap it over and take his mask off. But I think it looks better with the mask on, to be honest with you. Yeah, and these are really good figures. These are all, I have boxes for all these except for Splinter. I bought him just loose, but the rest of them have been bought with the boxes. Okay, let's move along a little bit and let's see who we've got next. So here we've got the knockoffs of the NECA original comic book figures. When I bought these, I didn't realise they were actually knockoffs because I hadn't really done my research. I just saw them. I think I gave, I don't know, about £60 for the set. And once I received them, I realised, because obviously the boxes, it's quite clear they're not NECA. The quality of the actual boxes they come in is certainly not what you'd expect. But the figures themselves, I have to say, are really good. Yeah, when I was researching it, everything I could find online pretty much said, look, you know, in the absence of a re-release of these figures by NECA, these are probably the best bootleg sort of knockoff turtle figures that you can buy. Yeah, I'm really pleased with them. I've got to say, I'm really pleased with them. Donnie, you see his bandana's slightly darker than usual. And you've got Leo, Mikey, Raph rather, and Mikey at the back. Yeah, they're good figures. I'm pleased with those. Okay, so then we've got, moving on slightly, we've got the 2012 figures that I've got loose. A lot of these have come in just literally 2 bundles. Initially I bought the 4 turtles with a Dojo Splinter, I think a Shredder, Metalhead, Krang, and maybe a Foot Soldier, something like that. And then I bought a second bundle, which I actually opened up on the channel, which included Fugitoid, Fishface, some other variants of the turtles, this Shredder, Leatherhead, Dog Pound, Rat King, Rocksteady, God, I never remember his name, Snakeweed. We get into that, yeah. And then you've got Stockman at the back, you've got Neutralizer. So yeah, and there was a different, I think a variation, this one here, the where are we? This one, the robot. You see that? Yeah, the robot Foot Soldier. So yeah, so I've managed to pick up a few of these. I particularly like these Mystic figures. You can see Mikey at the back there, and then Donatello rather. So yeah, I'd like to get some more. I also mentioned that, sorry, I missed this one. There are 2 vehicle ones. I've got Leonardo on his little trike thing here, or 3-wheeler thing here, and then we've got Donatello there, who came with like a submarine thing. So yeah, I'd be very, very keen to buy a few more of these loose, irrespective of whether I've got them carded or boxed. I just think it's nice to have them to display, and these are some really great figures. I've got to say as well, I've started watching more of the show, and initially I wasn't sure about the sort of CGI. I don't know, I suppose when you've grown up with them in a more animated, traditional animated sort of fashion, yeah, I wasn't sure about the CGI, but I have to say, actually, having watched a decent chunk of it now, it's really good, really enjoy it, yeah. Myself and my youngest son have watched quite a few now. Okay, so then sort of roughly at the end of the row, we've got the Mutant Mayhem figures. Really excellent figures these are. For detail, I mean, in some respects, I think these are some of the very best versions of some of these characters. I absolutely love the Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh, hang on, get a bit closer. Yeah, I love the Bebop and Rocksteady interpretation that they did for the film, the Mutant Mayhem film. Really, really cool. And even some of the lesser characters, and yeah, I mean, really, really cool reimagining Genghis Frog, Wingnut. Oop. Oop, crikey, these are a bit wobbly. Yeah, so Wingnut. And of course characters like Superfly. Again, I like Leatherhead, really like the reimagining of that. Splinter, Scumbag. And for me, my personal favourite Mondo Gecko of all the iterations so far. I think he's really cool. And of course the brothers themselves. They do really all look totally unique. The different heights, obviously all different shapes in terms of the torso and everything. Really good. And they're obviously sat in the pizza van, which you see in the film towards the end, which again is, yeah, really cool. Really like that. So there we go. Oh, I nearly forgot. A couple of odd ones here. This is a Fun Curve Casey Jones that I got in a bundle. So essentially it's free because I got a whole load of bits and pieces, and this is one I kept. And this figure here, this is the original Leonardo that I had back in the 80s as a, I don't know, 9-year-old or something. Yeah, my original Leonardo. Still got one of his swords. Obviously the other one's got lost to history, and he's got some quite big scuffs on him here and stuff, but yeah, still kept that. So this was, if you like, was the very first figure. And then the other one is this random Donatello, which we got given, I don't know, years ago. It should spin round, but the back's broken. I've just kept him really because it's Donatello, one of my favourite figures, and I would like to replace him with one with all the proper bits on. I think he should have his bow staff on his back and stuff like that, but they've got lost. So there you go. I think that's about it. Apart from, I had to stick him somewhere separate because he doesn't fit on the shelf, but we've got Superfly, which is a really great figure. Yeah, I do like that. I wish I had a bit more space so I could display them all a bit better, but they're all out. They're all out to be seen and enjoyed. Okay, and that's it. Ooh. Thanks very much for watching this sort of shorter video. Just sort of a chance to have a little look at the loose figures to complement all the carded bits and bobs and box stuff that I've got. I'll finish up where we started. There we go. Thanks very much.